Just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV, our town. There's you and me, upside down, hanging out of an airplane.
Welcome. We're here at Our Neighbor's Table with Director Lynsey Haight. How are you?
Good, Larry. How are you doing?
Fine. We haven't seen you or talked to you for a long time. So.
I know. It's been a busy year, but it's been a while since we've been here, so thanks for coming by.
And I guess you have a lot of good updates for us.
Yes. We're right in the thick of holiday season, so we just wrapped up our Thanksgiving turkey distribution. We had record numbers this year, which we are always happy to be able to help those who need it. But it's a bittersweet thing that we had about 100 more families this year than we did last year. So while the economy is improving in some places, hasn't quite trickled down to some of our folks here. So we had about 500 households that we distributed to for Thanksgiving.
Amesbury, Merrimack?
The greater Amesbury area, so Amesbury, Merrimack, Groveland, Georgetown, Boxford, Byfield. And we're anticipating about the same numbers for Christmas. We'll be distributing Christmas hams on Wednesday, December 22nd from 3:30 to 6 here at the Main Street Congregational Church. If anybody hasn't signed up, they can give us a call at 388-1907 and get signed up for their Christmas ham.
December 22nd.
December 22nd.
Don't forget.
On December 15th, we will have Christmas with Santa. We'll have some carolers singing, so it'll be our regular Wednesday dinner, but we'll have a extra special menu and some special guests, some nice entertainment, so people are welcome to come and join us for that. We are also in the thick of our food drive season, so lots of food drives going on. People have probably seen articles in the newspaper.
Joan was here a couple weeks ago talking about the cruiser.
Oh, yes, the Philip Cruiser. Yep, so you've heard from her. And that happened the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And that was great over at Stop and Shop. And we had a great turnout there. We also had the Boy Scouts do their Scouting for Food drive earlier in November. And they had a great turnout walking through the neighborhoods and collecting bags. We've got lots of different food drives. Actually, the Amesbury and Newburyport Boosters Club partnered up for the first time ever across those rivalry lines.
Doesn't matter
we had
football game here, right?
Great game. But the Boosters Club got together and hosted a food drive at the game to get food donations for us as well, and it was great. We filled up the truck that morning. So thanks to everybody who showed up to the Thanksgiving football game and brought those cans of food and their cash donations. It was really a great gesture to see the two communities coming together. And I know the Boosters Club from both towns are planning to make that an annual tradition, so that's really nice.
Now, all the food, not to break your thought, but Joan had said that all the food goes right up until spring, so the more food that you can collect and save, the better you are for the winter.
Exactly. This is really what helps us cut down our costs for the year. Last year, with the amount of food that we collected from November to January, we were able to stock our food pantry until about June.
Oh, wow.
So it really goes a long way. Everybody just, you're thinking you're just pitching in a couple cans of soup or a couple boxes of pasta here and there, but it really makes a big difference when everybody's just kind of throwing in a little extra into their cart and dropping it off at any of the local food drives or here at Our Neighbor's Table. They can always drop donations here. So it really does, that's a half a year's worth of pantry supplies. So it really
I always love doing an
difference.
interview with you because you have so much energy and positive thinking.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's, there's lots of people.
That's not professional saying that, but I'm watching you and you're just so much into it.
Well, it's really exciting. I think I've said many times how, I've worked in the nonprofit sector for over a decade, and, it's really something special, something unique here in this community where everybody really pitches in, whether we're talking about our seniors who have been in the community for a long time and they're retired and they're coming out and volunteering. Many of the guys who prepare our Wednesday meals are all retired. They've raised their families here and they come back week after week, year after year to cook that dinner for their neighbors, right down to their grandkids, 5 and 6 year olds who decide instead of birthday gifts, they want their friends to bring donations to their parties. So it's really incredible to see just, how inspiring everybody in the community is and how much everybody really pulls together. So it's hard for it not to be contagious.
Now, speaking of volunteers, I was going to ask you this when you were talking. Are you okay on volunteers? You need more, or what's the standard on that?
Well, we always have opportunities for volunteers, depending on what people's interests are or their skills and their availability. So, we use volunteers throughout the year, and there are only a couple of staff here at our neighbor's table. So to make things work, we rely on volunteers. And we're always looking for the next generation of people to come in. So if people are interested in volunteering, they can give us a call. Call Joan.
The same number?
388-1907. Or you can email her at joan@ourneighborstable.org. But there are always different opportunities, and lots of the students have community service requirements to graduate, so a lot of them come and help us at our Wednesday meal or in our pantry to satisfy those requirements. It's also a great opportunity for parents and their kids or grandparents and their grandkids to get together
do a project together.
And do it together. Yeah, exactly. And even if we don't have something here that fits your schedule, hosting a food drive or just organizing a small little event in your neighborhood to collect canned goods is a great way for people to get involved, when it's convenient for them. Everybody's busy these days.
Are there any new programs or anything I'm supposed to ask you about?
Let's see. Right now, I think if I tried to introduce a new program, Joan might have my head. Actually, we do. We're so busy with the holidays, so it's not usually a time when we try to introduce new things. However, we do have one thing that we have been doing for, oh my gosh, it's been like a year now, that we've been partnering with the Amesbury Council on Aging
That's the one
to provide a delivery service to people who are homebound in the Amesbury community. So primarily looking at our seniors, but also making it available to people with disabilities who cannot get out of their homes to come to our pantry. We have seen a lot of great utilization of that program, and we are actually now partnering with a group in Merrimack to be able to provide that same service to people.
Is that the senior center? Or no?
No, and so the senior center in Merrimack does provide home delivery service for seniors in Merrimack, but we have, through our Merrimack Mobile Pantry that runs twice a month there at the Pilgrim Church, we have come across a number of people who don't qualify for the Council on Aging services, but due to disabilities or lack of resources cannot get to the pantry at the church. So we've started a delivery program. So if anybody in the Merrimack community knows of somebody, or you in fact need a home delivery service because you don't have transportation, or you don't have a neighbor or friend who can help you get to the pantry, or due to illness or anything that you're not able to do that, even if it's just temporary, please call Joan, again, 388-1907. And
that will come on the screen also, at least once.
Good. We can try to connect you with that service. So
I don't think you guys can work any harder. I mean, I know mentally everybody wants to work harder, but you're doing so much, and I do want to say it's kind of a chilly day here, so you are a very big trooper here, coming out here with us to get all the message out here for the holidays.
Yeah, well, no, it's important, and it's not too bad today. At least it's not. There's no S word happening yet, but it's not too bad. But everybody really has been great. All the food drives that have been happening. There is another food drive coming up in December, back at Stop and Shop on the 18th.
18th, okay.
The Amesbury Chamber is hosting that. It'll work similar to the Phila Cruiser. We'll be set up in the parking lot and collecting donations.
Same place, right?
At the Stop and Shop in Amesbury. Yep. But other than that, we're just trying to keep our heads straight and Like I said, we're accepting record numbers of registrations for holiday help, and just trying to make sure that everybody who needs it has access to be able to get help with their Christmas dinner. So we're happy to be able
On
to
a
do that.
personal note, how was your Thanksgiving personally?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I never
Mine
have
also.
to cook Thanksgiving, so it was good to just go enjoy a nice turkey dinner with my family,
Yeah, we had
and
friends in Merrimack.
it was
and
nice.
My grandchildren, of course, and
Oh,
was
of
here.
course,
They were
those
like, oh, yeah,
boys.
well, yeah, it was nice. It was really
Yeah,
good.
I bet they're
So,
looking forward to Christmas. Right?
They are,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to Tiana and Corson and Aiden. That's what the holidays are all about.
Yeah.
And I'm not a rich person, but I'm fortunate to have a lot of love in the family and friends like you and everybody that gets together to try to help out. So Ainsbury's wonderful. We do have a good time. I know I say this over and over. That's why I wanted to do the show, because it's a community. At least this is what I think a community is supposed to be, right? All the sharing and helping out people that need it. And if you need it in the future, it comes back to you. But thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Can I just go like this to you?
Oh, sure. Thank you so
Happy
much.
holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
That's it from here. Let's go on to our next segment now. Well, here we are at the Nicholas Costello Senior Center Transportation Site. And these gentlemen behind me have been really working hard pile driving all morning. Today is November 30th. And let's check out some footage. Well, that's it for the Nick Costello Transportation Building site. Now on to our next stop. Well, here we are at another construction site in our town, and it's the First Lieutenant Derik S. Hines Memorial Bridge. And you probably have read in newspapers and stuff how it's going to be out for a while, but I thought I'd bring you down and we could actually look at some footage of what's going on down here. So let's get started. Hi, we're at Eagle Island, November 30th, 2010, and we're standing in front of the Chain Bridge going into Newburyport. It's such a beautiful view here, peaceful, quiet, kind of eerie with no traffic. We'll be getting footage back towards Amesbury of the Derik Hines Memorial Bridge that's under reconstruction this very moment. So let's get started.
Just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades, I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV, our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.